What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be talking about Aeon Flux. Aeon Flux. I don't know how to exactly pronounce it, but I'm going to talk about, I remember watching this movie at the theater many years ago, and I did not understand what it was about. I guess it was because I was a young guy. I don't know. I wasn't a real movie enthusiast or movie fanatic or movie critic. I didn't develop that. I didn't really. I haven't matured as a man. I haven't matured as a young adult. Or I haven't experienced variety of movies when I was younger, so I didn't have that exposure. And plus, I didn't have the exposure of reading animes and watching cartoons. I mean, I watch cartoons, but I haven't watched animes and all those sort of things. So that is why I lack the capacity to understand the movie when I was younger, when I first saw this movie. Now that I'm a younger man. I got older. I have become more wise, understanding, open-minded, but critical at the same time, and be empathetic. As a young man. So this movie is so different. It's so unique, and than any other movies that I've seen in years. It's like I said, this is so unique. It's like watching Sucker Punch. Not as great as Sucker Punch, but it is unique in that category of uniqueness. That category of movie where you want to watch it again and again and again. That's how unique this movie. A lot of people give it a lot of flags, a lot of bad review because it's so the idea or the idea or the direction of the movie is so almost abstract to your regular movie. That's probably why it didn't do well at the movie theater, because the concept and the idea is so abstract, so beyond the reach of your average person to understand the movies itself, the idea, the concept, the core of it, what it was mean. So that's why that's why the movie didn't do well. Now getting back to what I did like about this movie is that I love the editing. It reminded me of anime. That's what it is. It reminded me of anime, Japanese anime. It reminded me of Japanese fighting sequence. That's what it really is. When you watch it and you look back, you step back and you watch it, how it is cut, how the character moves. It's very like Japanese anime action, and Japanese anime action, an anime action series of shows. That's how this movie is cut, and I didn't realize that back then, but now I realize that I appreciate it more because it really captured the essence. That's what this movie was going for, is the animated but live version. That's what I like about this. I love our main actress. She did a really good job. She did a superb job as a cold-hearted infiltrator. I like that she was skilled, she was seductive, she was good, great looking. She met all of that, but she was also vulnerable too, in a sense where she did not understand the whole picture or why she existed. So you see both sides of that in this movie, and then you also have the concept of life and death, and the human race and as a whole, because it was told at the beginning that the human society or the species is dying of whatever reason, the virus or the degradation of our DNA, whatever the reason you can think of, is that this is just one man who is trying to sustain the human on this earth. So that is in the background, it's in the conversation. So that's why a lot of people don't get the meaning of the story, the meaning of the story or the movies, is because it is spoken, and that's why it kind of flies over a lot of people's head. And in disguise of the actions and all of that, you don't see it, because you're glued to the action, and you don't hear the words of the main characters or the villains are saying. So that's one thing I liked about it, and it talks about, and it had the core message of marriage, the message of unity, not marriage, but the unity of us trying to thrive again as a society, not a society, but as a human race, and you get to see that they're fighting for the wrong causes. You realize that it's about the bigger picture. It's about us as a human to survive and not die as a species. And so I really appreciate that. I like that theme a lot, that message a lot. And then also I like the technology in this. It was really bizarre. The obstacle was really plain, elegant, but deadly at the same time. And so it's kind of really like remind me of a ninja obstacle or ninja course, But it was so well done in such a way that it make you feel like you were in a ninja movie, or in a Bruce Lee kind of movie with those kind of theme. That's what I like about this, is the aesthetic, the feel, the look of the society that these characters are in, are so well thought out, so well put together. It give you a sense that this is where all these people live and eat. So what else could I think that I really like? I like the action sequence. The technology in there is a harmony of both nature and technology. So there was a combination of both, and there's some cinematography is really good in this movie. There's a great shot. There's great way of showing different perspective, and I like that a lot. So what did I not like is there are some ambiguity, such as you don't know that the council, you don't realize that all the human beings were genetic clones. I don't mean to ruin the spoiler for you, but all the people that live in that, in that surrounded city are cloned, were made by one man, because he was trying to save the human race. So in that kind of, it can fly over some people's head. And then also, I question how did he was able to find his wife's DNA. I don't know. That was kind of the only thing I could really truly find. It's like, what did he, was it a strand of her hair, or what was it, her nails, something that had a piece of her DNA that he had cloned her, because she was his wife. He felt like he was lonely, he was lost, and bringing his wife back was the only way to kind of save himself from insanity. So I understand his motivation, his duality, his two-pronged motivation, if you got what I'm talking about, saving humanity, but also bringing his wife back to him to save himself. So that's the only thing I did not like about this movie, is that how did he got his wife DNA. That's the only thing that kind of really bugged me, but that's about it. So what was the rating I give this movie? I give it a 7 out of 10. I truly enjoyed this movie on the second round, maybe the third round of watching this. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate the director's way of shooting it, the way of cutting it, and I also appreciate the setting, the setting of the world, the setting of the people, how it was talked, the message and the idea behind it. I love that. I appreciate it, and the reason behind it. So kudos to the directors and writers and costume designer. You guys really make it feel like it was fleshed out. Again, guys, 7 out of 10. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse to my YouTube channel. Again, this is a unique movie in itself. You have to look deeper into this movie to really appreciate this movie for what it is. So anyway, guys, take care. Bye-bye.